It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Demario Davis.
Well, first opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at the Saints team as they enter play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
When you look at this Bronco defense, well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reynolds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick up the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So, who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that are a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. There's Chris Olave. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They begin the drive with Williams.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Next to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Same connection. Dulcich once again.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. That leads to a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hit.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
To throw, here's Nix. Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
And here's Trenton Gill on to punt.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 3rd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the Broncos' 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
3rd down.
Carr now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. Throwing Nix. Over the middle, it's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw is Nix. This one swung out to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw again. He's got it to Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Nix to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 over 30-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Screen play set up for Williams. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And that is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Now Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
In motion goes the tight end.
Now it's Nix. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Nix from the shotgun.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Plenty of great games coming up in the next few days, starting with the last of our 3 London games. Pats and Jags from Wembley, early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Carolina Panthers. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Ravens-Bucks at 8:15 Eastern, followed by Chargers-Cardinals from the desert 45 minutes later. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nix to the air.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Back to the air with Nix.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Here's Nix. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Denver.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
In motion left goes a tight end.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, the bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Carr to throw again.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now Carr.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get
to the right side and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Nix.
Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
To throw is Nix.
Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Throwing Nix.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there, with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here?
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing now is Carr.
They'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On play action, it's Carr.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
He completes it to Olave.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Miller on the read option. Brought down at the 20. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Carr now to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The tight end in motion right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From the gun, it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Carr going to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Carr. It's It's caught. It's Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. To throw is Carr. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you
Automatic
argue your
first
case
down.
with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. Touchdown, Saints.
Said Wilson
From 13-yard down.
and the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Little short pass here to Hill, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Denver, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.